Kunal sir, for chemistry preparation for AIPMT 2016, are there any tips that you'd like to share with students that can help them with it?
Now, from chemistry point of view, no matter what exam you are appearing for, basically chemistry, as we all know, is divided into physical, inorganic, and organic. Now, both JEE and PMT focus more on your organic and physical. Inorganic is something that is much more to be crammed up and read upon, so they do not have much on a conceptual basis. But physical is something that provides you on a numerical basis, and when you go to organic, that is completely that is something that can build your score. So, as an advice, if you want to go for some very late last time preparations itself, or you want to revise it something, my advice in organic is always to try and start identifying the reagents as to what these reagents do. For example, we have reducing agents, we have oxidizing agents, we have nucleophiles, electrophiles. So if you start identifying those reagents, the whole conversion questions that are the major focus of organic in JEE Advanced, Mains, or the AIPMT, these become very easy to understand, and these become very quickly to actually answer if you identify the reagents. As far as the physical is concerned, that's more about the play with the units. If you understand your units, if you understand as to how the variations take place, as to how one reaction is taking place, and if you understand the units completely, identification of the units, that is the best thing. Because in an exam, it's about your testing your concepts, it's about testing your knowledge, but it's also about testing your speed. And in testing your speed, it's about identification of certain key aspects which can help you solve the question in a faster manner. So that would be my advice for anyone who's preparing for any test, any kind of engineering exams or whatever.
Okay. And sir, any tips for time management and stress management, especially because students have to balance their boards and entrance tests?
Basically, maybe for during the exam as well, when you're actually appearing for the exam, in that period, sometimes what I've observed that students start attempting questions, and sometimes what happens is a few 2 or 3 questions you're not able to solve, and then you kind of get into a panic mode. So in that case, what I advise students to do is that just go through the question paper once and try and identify the question that you can very quickly do. That increases your confidence, and it's a very simple thing. As soon as your confidence increases, even the toughest questions become easier. So this is an advice during the exam. While preparing for the exam, time management is something that you need to find on your own. You need to find your own space where you are comfortable. For me, I might have found my comfortable space at 2 a.m. in the morning. I was studying at that time. Nobody was there to disturb. For some other people, it might be 11 in the morning in a crowd of people. So it depends. So you need to identify your comfort space where you actually find the most, you can be most productive. That is the basic idea.